I have a second channel, Cube Compium TDX. Hey everybody, you know something unusual here? Yeah, this is no more of the Cube Matara Lux sets, and right now we have the Cube Computer Porta-Cube system sitting here at the moment. So I brought this system home and I'm using it temporarily as my backup system because right now the Mid-Tower Deluxe is getting ready to have its hard drives swapped out. The Mid-Tower Deluxe, I'll show you where it's at in a minute. So this system here is the Porta-Cube. This is a system I put together back in the late summer, around August, that time period, and I'll put a card up in the video here. That way you can go back and check that out. So the Porta-Cube system is a system built in a highly sought after by me, a PVA XQ Pack 2 case. Unfortunately, this one does not have the windows on the side and the top, but hey, it's an XQ Pack 2, and this case here was actually new old stock when I got it. And I think the reason why I got new old stock is because it was probably a return, because the little integrated temperature display only displays the sensor reading for, well, supposedly the CPU, but nothing for the hard drive, interestingly enough. So I think that's how I ended up getting it new old stock, because somebody returned it, and eventually it got sold to me. So yeah, this case is probably from, I want to say, 2008 to 2011, 2012, that era. You can tell by the ports on the front it's pretty old. It's got this USB 2 and FireWire. I added, you can see our 3.5 inch device there, which has a built-in SD and micro SD card reader, a Type-C port, and 2 USB 3 ports. So that definitely helps. So yeah, the reason why I threw this together was because back in the summer I decided to join the bring your own device movement, if you want to put it that way. This is actually a system I bring to work, and it normally stays at work. But since I'm actually on break for the rest of the year, through Christmas and New Year's, I went and brought this thing home, and I might be doing a little bit of stuff to it too, not sure yet, but anyways, here it is running. It's got a AMD Ryzen 5 5600G APU. It's got 16 gigs of RAM. Matter of fact, the memory was pulled out of Mid-Tower Deluxe, and I put 32 gigs of RAM into Mid-Tower Deluxe. This thing has a 1TB NVMe SSD. Actually, no, take that back. It's got a 512GB SSD inside. I've got a 1TB SSD right there in that little enclosure. And it's got a 1TB Toshiba hard drive in it. And the hard drive, it's actually an enterprise grade drive that was pulled out of a Dell system. It's actually Dell branded. And that hard drive, it's actually one of the best hard drives I've ever dealt with. Now, I'm thinking the new hard drives going to the Mid-Tower Deluxe will be just as good. Anyways, I'll be covering that in a later video. So, yeah, the Porta-Cube system. As you look at the back, kinda. But yeah, so the Mid-Tower Deluxe is actually, it's actually in this room. It's actually in the spare bedroom. It's down there on the floor running. Right now it's doing a data copy from the data storage partition, which is actually on a RAID stripe of 2 2TB drives. It's copying over to a 4TB drive. That's my backup drive is inside there. So I got this thing down here running. It's doing that right now. I'm actually remote accessing it through the through TeamViewer actually. So that way I can just still keep an eye on it, see what it's doing. And once it finishes copying all that data, which may take up to a day to do, because I mean we're talking almost 4 terabytes of data. Once that's done, I'm going to be swapping out the hard drives in it for the new hard drives that I purchased recently. I actually do have a YouTube short showing those hard drives, or at least the boxes. So yeah, the Mid-Tower Deluxe is currently is sitting here running, doing its own thing. Not using it right now. It's just copying the data. So yeah. So there we have it, guys. A Porta-Cube system. Just a little random update. And the funny thing is, the Porta-Cube is so quiet, I mean, you can barely hear it running. I mean, I'm so used to hearing the mid-tower Lux running here. It sounds awful quiet in here. Mid-tower Lux isn't that loud. It used to be way loud back in the day when I was running the radiator fans at max speed. But now it's much quieter, but still, you can barely hear this thing here running. So anyways, that's a brief little update. So, yes, soon I'll be posting more videos about the mid-tower Lux and its little project of doing the hard disk upgrade. So, anyways, hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Well, everybody, that wraps it up for this video, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like the video, leave a comment, subscribe to CubeComputer channel, and be sure to tick the bell. That way you get notified of new video posts. Also, I recommend following CubeComputer Company on Facebook. A link is in the video description. In addition to computer tech videos, I have a second channel, CubeCompMTDX. Links are available at the end of this video. Again, I hope you enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching and your support.